SBR Videos is sponsored by Sports Cash System. Click on the link below for more information. Hi, welcome to SBR Foreign Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. We are previewing Week 17 in the NFL, and right now we are talking with Jeff Cadillac from JeffCadillac.com, one of our most popular handicappers out of all the guys we have on our videos. He tells me he went 10-6 against the spread at his site this past week, that's amazing. Jeff Cadillac, thanks for being with us.
Thank you for having me, Peter.
All right, give a quick plug for JeffCadillac.com. You really went 10-6 at your site this week?
I went 10-6 this past week. I actually, in the 1 o'clock games, I went 8-1 out of the 9 games.
Holy shit.
I was thinking, wow, this is going to be like one of those 13 in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
But, you know, some of those late games kind of threw me for a little throwback there,
Right.
you know?
Yeah.
But it was a good week, and I'm looking forward to another good week.
All right, your website is JeffCadillac.com. The second game, you're going to take 3 games this week. So if your fans are getting a triple feature with Jeff Cadillac this week. Jacksonville, Indianapolis is the second game you're going to take. Indianapolis, a huge favorite, 11.5 points at home. Total's 45.5. And this game does mean something for Indianapolis. They're playing for bye. They're going to try to get the number 2 seed here. And since Reggie Wayne went down, they've kind of stumbled on a new formula that works. It's very heavily predicated on the run. They've gotten, substantial blowout wins, and the games have been relatively low scoring. So, the total of 45.5 is the way I'm looking here. The spread 11.5 makes me a little bit nervous. Not exactly sure which way I would lean, but I'm thinking that the under 45.5 might be a great bet. What do you like here, Jeff Cadillac from JeffCadillac.com?
Well, I'll tell you something, Peter. I like Jacksonville plus 11.5. A lot of people are going to say, whoa, what's going on over here?
Yeah.
But Indianapolis, believe it or not, their run defense has been pretty bad this year. And they've given up some pretty big runs if you look over the tapes. They did beat Kansas City nicely last week. I liked Indianapolis. For some reason, that matchup, Indianapolis-Kansas City, the last 8 games that Indianapolis played at Kansas City, they're 7-1 against the spread. And Kansas City's having their own problems. But coming home, Indianapolis hasn't been a strong favorite at home. They have had some hiccups. And in the 2 games that they've been 7-point favorite or more, they're 0-2 against the spread. Now, in this rivalry, because this is another division rivalry that we have here, the last 6 games, Jacksonville at the Indianapolis Colts, they're actually 5-1 against the spread. I mean, this is the Jacksonville Jaguars, because as it gets later in the season, the Jags have been playing competitive ball. The Indianapolis Colts, we all know they're going to the playoffs, but their seed right now is not really situated in stone. It could change, because if New England wins this weekend and Denver loses, New England gets the number 1 seed. So there are some seeds that are still in play here, but Indianapolis is basically playing so that they don't get hurt. I think they'll actually win the game, but 11.5 points to Jacksonville, which is a division rivalry. And like I said, the last 6 games at Indianapolis, they're 5-1. I like the points.
All right, Jeff Cadillac. Have you started taking like Adderall or Provigil or something like that? You just sounded very, very sharp. You're giving great analysis. You're really on the ball. I think you got 2 winners here.
Well, thank you, Peter. I hope so.
Yeah. All right. Jacksonville plus 11.5. I'm agreeing with you. That's the way I would lean as well, though I also more likely under. Thanks, Jeff.